All right, Whammy, how you doing? Here we are back again, back again.
What up?
All right, so my main man P over here, we've got some questions um, that he's gonna ask me. I don't know what he's gonna ask me, but he's gonna ask me some questions. Some of these questions might be questions that he's curious about in the gun world. Some of them just might be questions directly to me about me. I don't know what's coming. That's how I like it. So go ahead and fire.
All right. Well, the dread.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to guns, what was the first thing, aside from safety, that you learned that you liked about a gun?
Okay. The first thing I learned that I liked about a gun, I was accurate. But that's not really about the gun, it's about me. But that's what drew me immediately. I was 8 years old, and it was, I guess, just the fascination in there's a bullet, there's something, there's a projectile coming out of this hole, and if I do this right, I will hit everything I look at. This is cool. That's what drew me in at 8 years old was the whole bullseye thing, and just hitting your target. And I started putting nickels up. I would get nickels and put them up there and then stand back, 25 yards and shoot it with my mom's 357. I would put 38s. I would put 38s in there. But at 25 yards at 8 years old, like, I was, I don't know, I was like a freak of nature back then. I shot better then than I do now.
Mm.
And the trip about that is the same thing with pool. When I was 10 years old, I shot pool better when I was 10. When my dad was teaching me, hit the ball like this, do that. I could shoot pool better when I was 10 than I can now because I had this, like, I don't know, my vision was different. And so that's how it is with guns. I just have a different vision. That's what drew me in was you can hit things with this, so.
Right. You want to be deadly accurate,
Mm.
right? And honestly, I think that's a lot of it. You want to hit your target. You want to have that feeling that, I never miss. I'm John Wayne in this thing.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a lot of kids like growing up, like who like guns, especially young boys. I'm pretty sure as when we were young boys, we were all wanted to pop something. You know what I'm saying? But it's one thing to want to shoot a gun and then learn that you're actually a marksman. Like that,
Right.
that is a feat.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are looking for when they get into the gun business, man. You definitely want to be accurate. You want to be clean. You want to have a clean shot.
Yeah.
My next question is, what was your first gun?
So, okay. Technically, my first gun was my Browning 270 bolt action rifle.
Now, for people that don't know, what kind of gun is that? What kind of rounds does it shoot?
270.
Okay.
So I actually just said it, but but for people, you're right. No, but no, seriously.
I don't know.
but there's a lot of other people that may not know also. So I'm glad you just said that. So the brand is a Browning. The bullet it shoots is a 270 Winchester, and the type of gun it is a bolt action rifle, and it's made for long distance shooting. It's an actual high powered rifle. So when you're watching the news and they talk about a gun that looks like this, if the news seen this, they'll say, why do you need that AR-15? It's not an AR-15 at all. And it's not high powered. Neither is an AR-15. It's not high powered.
How do you know how would somebody know that's not a AR-15 as opposed to a bolt action rifle? How would somebody know that?
Well, so this isn't a bolt action, but it's not an AR-15 either. But to know that, you'll see a bolt on the side, and that just comes with understanding of firearms, right?
Gotcha.
But when you look at a gun, you'll be able to tell if it's a bolt action just by seeing something that it's almost like what this is, but it's round, and it will. You see this little notch right here? So a bolt kind of does this, but it's like this when it's ready to shoot. And it comes down and it locks the bolt in place. This bolt cannot move because it's locked in place. And with the actual bolt action, that's what happens. But in a real bolt action, you would pull up, come back, go forward, drop down, and you take one shot. Then you have to do that process over again, take another shot. So you'll see a bolt. An AR-15, AR-15s have a certain look, but again, that's going to come with, that also comes with understanding of the guns. It's some people, as crazy as that sound, as it sounds to you, Parnell, some people might look at an Audi, what is it? What the heck is that called again? An Audi A. What's the Audi? The real fast Audi?
It's an Audi RF. No, is it RS? I think it's Audi
R8.
R8. Yeah, I think it's
Audi R8.
I think it's R8.
Some people might look at Audi R8 and look at a Lamborghini Gallardo and not really know the difference because they just don't know guns. I mean, excuse me, they just don't know cars. You would just kind of need to know guns, but this is not an AR-15 at all. An AR-15 charges from back here, not right here, like that. So that's one thing. But there's a lot of things on here that tell you it's not an AR-15. The magazine well here tells you it's not an AR-15. The hole where the bullets would eject, you can tell it's not an AR-15. The only thing that looks like an AR-15 is this butt, the 6th position, and the grip. Outside of that, nothing on here is AR-15 really. It doesn't break down like an AR-15, nothing. Even the tip, you can see here, the tip is just kind of like nothing. AR-15 standard, you have a flash, that's almost called a suppressor. Whatever. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name right now. Brain fart, but you understand that right there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that make it to where you'll know it's not an AR-15.
And that gun is actually a carbine, right?
Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. And what is the difference between a carbine and a rifle? It's kind of a tricky question, but if you have a gun that is technically has a rifle length barrel, but it shoots a handgun caliber, that is usually considered a carbine. So if you got a 16-inch barrel, because that is basically that's standard rifle barrel length, especially for ARs. If you have a 16-inch barrel and it shoots 9mm, that's a carbine. If it shoots 10mm, carbine. 45 carbine. 40 caliber carbine. 22. I don't even know if you call it a carbine with a 22, maybe. But then once you go up to, if that same gun, same platform is chambered in 308, that's not a carbine, that's a rifle. So that's the answer to that.
All BS aside, this Bushmaster is nasty. I can't get it. Anyways, all right. That's a lot of good info, man. I hope y'all are soaking that in. I know I am. All right.
There's a couple more questions.
Let's see. What are 3 guns that you would recommend to first-time gun owners?
Oh, good question.
Just 3. If you can, I would say top 5. I think 3 sounds.
That's a great question. Number 1, a pistol, a handgun of some sort. Doesn't even have to be a pistol. A handgun. It could be semi-auto. It could be revolver. That's your choice. Although I have my preference, I'm not going to push my preference on you. But you want a handgun. Number 1. Number 2, a shotgun. Why? Because a shotgun is the most versatile weapon.
And preferably used for home defense, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is highly used for home defense by a lot of people. A lot of people choose other guns all day. A lot of people like ARs instead. A lot of people like carbines because it shoots a pistol caliber. So you know it's not going to go through the walls and go kill your neighbor across the street, because the handgun caliber is going to, it might go through a wall, but eventually it's going to stay. It's not going to keep going and go across the street and go through the next house. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, a handgun, a shotgun, because it's the most versatile weapon. It goes from hunting bird. Look, this is how cold a shotgun is. With a shotgun, you can hunt and kill anything from a bird this big to a Kodiak bear, 1,500 pounds. All right, one gun can do all that. That's crazy all by itself. From a duck to a Kodiak, that's crazy. Also, it's great for self-defense. So, and then on top of that, on top of the fact that it's great for home defense, it's great for bird hunting. It's great for you can deer hunt with it, you can elk hunt with it, you can bear hunt with it, you name it, it can do it. On top of that, it has more versatile ammo, and that's part of what makes it so versatile, right? So you can go from a number 8 shot shooting at some birds flying in the air that have little tiny pellets like the ones that are in here. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. That's from 2 different shotgun shells, and these are all the pellets that were in them. So half of this was in one, half was in another. Okay. That's like that was a mix of number 7 and number 4, I think, bird shot. 2 double-aught buck, where you might have 8 pellets, 8's not that small, much bigger than that, but you just got 8 of them, and they come out, just mean round bullets that just ugly. So you can have triple-aught buck, you can have double-aught buck, you can have odd buck, you can have a slug, and a whole bunch of different things, right?
Did you say odd buck?
Odd buck. You can have a slug, and which is basically the same thing. But the cool part about that is then you can mix it up, and you can have a slug with 3 odd bucks in the back, buckshot behind it. There's the ammo for shotgun that what's it called? Like a flamethrower, not a flamethrower, but Hell's Fire or something they call. It's a shotgun shell, and when you shoot it, when you shoot that shotgun shell, whatever it hits, it just flames up like it shoots
like
fire.
An incendiary round.
Kinda, exactly.
You shoot it, you gonna set on fire.
Everything you hit is gonna catch on fire. That's right.
That's the worst.
There's a specific name for it, and I can't remember that round. But that's just kind of like, I'm giving you an example of the so many different types of ammo that shotguns can use, from something that sets you on fire to a slug that has 3 38 special rounds coming behind it, to there's the ones that have like little they're little sharp things, man, and they're inside of the casing. There's a whole bunch of these little sharp, like fish hooks.
If anybody knows what this bullet is, put it in the comments, please.
Yeah. It's got these like fish hook thingies on the inside. A bunch of them. You'll know. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, actually.
Right. Just put it in the comments. Yeah.
And when you shoot that, all those things come out. And like this, just some neat, mean, nasty stuff. But
it sounds like you just shot a velociraptor into your face. That's what it sounds like. Straight velociraptor bullet.
I'm having a deja vu crazy right now. But it's just so many different types of ammo for shotgun. Sorry, I just went on an 85-minute rant on shotgun alone. But
3 guns:
handgun, shotgun, and then but that's how dope it is.
Right.
That's how dope it is.
Gotcha.
Handgun, shotgun, and then I would say a rifle. a sporting, combat rifle, a battle rifle,
Something that has multiple rounds,
something
basically.
like an AR-15,
AK-47.
or an AK-47 is one. Something like this. Even.
What kind of gun is that? Besides it being a carbine.
This is called a JRC, which means just right carbine. JRC, chambered in 10 millimeter. You guys know I love 10 millimeter already. Like all you guys who watch this know, my name almost goes hand in hand with 10 millimeter. So this is my 10 millimeter carbine, and the brand is JRC, and I love this thing. You can hook it up however you want it. Like I can have this charging handle here, or over here. I can have it eject here. Or I can have it eject over here.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's awesome. Of course, you can swap this out and swap this out. You can change the trigger, all the same. And it's easy to take the barrel apart and get a 9 millimeter barrel, put it on there, and hook that up. So, yeah.
So interchangeable parts. What about the mag?
The mag, it takes all 10 millimeter mag. So, for instance, here's a 10 round mag
for a
10 millimeter Glock.
Okay.
And that 10 millimeter, that 10 round mag goes in there, as you see. Okay, so it takes a 10 round mag.
That's hot.
It takes a 15 round, actually it's a 17 round mag, but it'll take a 15 or 17 round mag.
That's ridiculous.
As you see there. And take a 30 round mag.
In there like swimwear.
It's like that. So it takes it all. And then if I just, flip that, okay, he's loaded, he's ready to go. It's on safe, but he's loaded and ready to go right now. All I did was flip that up, and he grabbed it and he put it in the chamber.
And what's the lesson of the day, kids? Every gun is loaded.
Exactly. So, and then I can lock the bolt back. But yeah, a rifle of some sort. And I'm not gonna say a bolt action for that. It's gonna be something that, like I said, like an AR-15. I don't care if it's a Mini 14, if it's a Kel-Tec SLR-16. Just
which I have no idea what the hell those are.
Not now. Or a SKS, SKS-M, whatever. Just get a rifle that can hold 20 plus rounds. That's what you want to get is a good rifle. So those are the three: handgun, shotgun, rifle that can hold 20 plus rounds.
Bet that up, man. Sounds good. Well, you heard it from the great gun fu master himself, the Dread, the Whammy Man. Wham bam, thank you, man. I'm P-tacular. P.
Thank you guys for watching. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Most
and you're going to
definitely.
see more of my man right here, man. You're going to see more of him. And the more we do this and the more he's in Whammy, he's learning, he's getting everything down. And so the more that that's another thing, you guys, in Whammy, for the Whammy family, I'm guilty of this more than anybody, I think. So I'm not talking to you guys really saying, but I'm just putting it out there. We really got to make sure that the posts we make are not all advanced posts, right? Where only the advanced gun people are going to understand the post. We need to make sure that we make posts that the very, very brand new shooters are going to understand. Also, we need some that for the intermittent and,
Let me put it this way. In layman's terms, because we don't be understanding some of that. Get to talking about carbines and 10 millimeters and feet per second, and yeah, it's gonna go slow it down, take 10 steps back so we can take 20 steps forward, okay? Yeah, bring it back for the real things. I know what the hell you just said. And if you don't know, ask. That's literally what I do. If I hear something, I'm like, what is that? What's that bullet? What's that gun?
If there's something you don't
What's
know,
that hole port?
If there's something you don't know, please ask. Don't be afraid to. But beyond that, for us who post a lot, make sure your posts are not always just for advanced, where they go, what is that? What is that? So what color?
And don't make people feel
All
stupid
that.
when they're like, what the hell are you talking about?
We don't do that.
No, well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
don't forget that, a lot of people want to know, and a lot of
Absolutely.
people that don't know are gonna 9 times out of 10 gonna be asking some stupid ass questions that you're gonna think is dumb, but they're very smart questions. You know what I'm saying? And
Or they're just
usually
very new.
and usually people that are assholes think like that, and we're not assholes, are we?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
you know,
for
but yeah,
instance,
all information is knowledge.
for,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
instance, a post like, and you can never post this enough, of the 4 basic gun rules.
Mm.
That doesn't get posted enough.
Which are?
Oh God, don't. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Okay.
But you know, put you know, gun rules up there. Put you know, just things that are very, very basic that you might look at and go, "Oh, I'm not gonna post." No, post it, because you got to remember there are brand new people looking on there, and those things they relate to a lot more, and that's going to pull them in. And remember, the fight against the anti-gunners is not a fight directly just between the anti-gunners and the pro-gunners. It is the people who are in the middle. Whoever gets the ones in the middle wins the fight, and that's just how that works. So you want to make sure you bring those guys in, and the way of doing that is making sure you're not acting high and mighty, which we don't do that, but make sure that we're very open arms to those who don't know Jack Diddley.
Definitely.
So,
and that's it. That's all, man.
That's it. That's all.
Appreciate y'all, man. For real. I appreciate everybody at Whammy. My guy Dread. Thank you for bringing us all together, man.
Absolutely.
And knowledge is power, man. And for all y'all that don't know, man, feel free to come through if you're ever, you know, curious about guns. You know, you need more knowledge on, you know, the laws and things like that. You know, feel free to come through the Whammy, man. We got all the answers you need, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. Whammy up.